Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a pair of KV-2s. They're both in Platoon because they're both members of What Arty Noobs. We're looking at UKSkaface, he's the nearer one, and in the other KV-2 is tiltratt. And they're on the south spawn of Ghost Town, and they're in the Tier 6 Soviet heavy tank. Well, I think you can see on both of them they've got one mark of excellence on the barrel, and the KV-2 is famous for having the 152mm howitzer as its main armament, capable of 910 alpha, penetrating 86mm of armour with a burst radius of 3.66 metres. Well, we're following UKSkaface in this battle, and both KV-2s are going to go into the town and see if they can derp the enemy. First enemy's turned up, it's a Striv M4257. Now if you're wondering about the coronavirus skin, that was created by Sir Rusty, and I'll leave a link down below the video so you can load it to your own PC if you want, and have the same skin showing on your tank. Well, the Striv M42 is firing back with 75mm rounds. tiltratt fired a round at him, but he has taken some damage from that guy as well. The reload time for this Arty is just under 20 seconds. Oh, he took a round there from a IKV-65-2 somewhere over on the west side of the map. Well, they're both turning round, and they're going to have a go at the enemy at the end of this road. Okay, first target, I think it's going to be either a T29 or a T26E4. Well, he fires into the T29 and gets 399 hit points of damage. tiltratt's going around for a different angle. I think he's going to go round to the other street and fire on these people from a different direction. He's almost loaded again. UKSkaface going for another shot. Oh, if his teammate will get out of the way, otherwise he'll take the round in the back of the head. And his second shot does 293 hit points of damage to the Tiger 2, but the Tiger 2 fires one back. And, oh, a T-3485M just fired one into the back of UKSkaface, but he's got ammo racked by an UDES 03 somewhere off protecting us. I think the UDES is up on the heights overlooking our cap area. Okay, he's loaded to shoot, and he fires a round into the Ferdinand for 298, but the Ferdinand kills our King Tiger captured. Now you can see where that round from the T-3485 went, right through the bottom. Yes, he's got a new hole in his rear. Okay, who's next? Trying to work out which tank to hit. Looks like it's going to be the Tiger 2. Yep, Tiger 2's gone. That was a nice hit, that was. And he bounced around from the VK3001P. And he's got less than 10% of his hit points left. Unfortunately, tiltratt, well, he's just around the corner. And he just took out the T29. But he is taking fire from other tanks. He's only got 16% of his health left as well, and unfortunately the T26E4 just killed him. But there are two tanks up on the enemy at the moment, and UKSkaface is turning around to have another go at that Ferdinand. Let's see if he can get a shot into him to finish him off. He could finish him off with one shot. Let's have a look and see if he can do it. Well, the Ferdinand's coming forward. Of course, most tanks fear what will happen to them when they get hit by a KV-2. There's the corner of the Ferdinand. Takes a round for 296 hit points. Doesn't kill him off, but it does make him very vulnerable. He's loading for another shot. Almost ready. Okay, he's ready. Here comes the Ferdinand, and he takes another round. 257 this time, but the Ferdinand gets killed by our Carnarvon Action 10. Now it's the Super Pershing who's coming around the corner. T26E4. Our Carnarvon gets killed by the T26, but tiltratt's UKSkaface is loaded, and he takes out the T26E4, bouncing around from him for 240 hit points from that 19mm gun. Well, he's turning around. There's still 5 enemies out there, including that IKV-2, the one that did a sneaky shot from distance. And in fact, there's a couple of enemy tanks making their way up towards the cap. In fact, one of them is that IKV-2. The other one's a Type 62, which is a Chinese light tank. And you can see the IKV in the distance. Oh, fantastic shot! At long range, he takes out the IKV. That gets revenge for the shot earlier in the game that took a larger chunk of his hit points away. There goes the Type 62. There's only 2 enemy tanks left now, an IKV-90B and a T25-2. But UKSkaface is fairly low on hit points now. He can't afford to take another shot from the enemy tanks. Somewhere on the west side of the map, there's one of them. It's the IKV-90. He might be able to get a shot. No, he's killed. So the only remaining enemy now is that T25-2. Question is, where is he? Our guys are moving south. We've got 2 light tanks hunting him down, or rather 1 light tank and 1 wheelie. And there he is. He's on very low hit points. Unfortunately, he's over that ridgeline. We can't get a shot, and it's the Arty that finishes him off. So it is a victory, but on very low hit points for UKSkaface, and sadly tiltratt didn't survive. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was an ace tanker for UKSkaface in the KV-2. He managed to get a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy vehicles, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he managed to get 17. He also managed to get a Spartan medal, not once, but twice, because he actually got hit when he had less than 10% of his hit points from the Ferdinand, as well as the T26E4. So doubly so a Spartan. Win 8 for that battle was 5,514, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. Note that actually went to the UKSkaface, got 2,727 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer being the Ferdinand, who got 2,345 hit points, and then came the Carnarvon with 2,293. UKSkaface managed to get 2,229 hit points of damage, and we can see that tiltratt managed to get 690 hit points of damage before he was killed. When it came to kills, though, it was UKSkaface who had the highest amount. He had 3 kills in that game. 2 kills went to the UKSkaface, the Carnarvon, the Hummel, and the Ferdinand and the T26E4 on the enemy team. And we can see that tiltratt managed to get 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, it was UKSkaface as well, with 1,305, enough for an ace tanker. 991 went to the Carnarvon, 772 went to the UKSkaface, and we can see that tiltratt managed to get 516 base experience points, which is not bad, considering he wasn't there for the whole battle, but he did get some damage on the enemy during that game. If we look at the detail report, we can see that UKSkaface fired 9 rounds in the game, got 9 direct hits, 2 penetrations, and splash on 9 as well. Damage of 2,229 hit points, of which 170 was at more than 300 meters. I think that was the shot on the IKV-2. He received 7 hits from the enemy, 4 of which penetrated, 3 non-penetrations, and block damage of 610 hit points. He damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 502 hit points of damage assistance. And he also earned 42,279 credits for the game. And after repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, took away 20,964 credits. He received 1,957 XP from the game, ×2 for the first victory, the same again for personal reserves, and took away 5,872 experience points altogether. So, a pretty good game there for UKSkaface, it was a shame that tiltratt died during the game. I think really it was a bit too crowded around the side that UKSkaface was firing from, so tiltratt felt that he had to go around the other side, but again, that other side is a bit exposed. You're always in direct line of sight of the enemy if they have that particular corner, and they did, and therefore that's why tiltratt went out of the game. A pity really, because it would have been nice if he'd survived, and if he'd actually stayed around that corner, then when that T-34-85M turned around the corner to try and put a shot in UKSkaface's rear, he would have met a KV-2 pointing in the opposite direction and probably would have been died at that moment of fright, let alone by one of tiltratt's shells. But it was a funny battle all the same from that perspective. You know, getting shot in the ass and then watching the enemy that did that blow up the next second. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please, and thank you for watching.